to my channel. It's been a wee while since I've made a YouTube video. Just wasn't feeling great, and you all probably know yourself, whenever you're not in great form, like you feel like whatever you're going to do isn't going to be a positive outcome. So I want to keep this channel as positive as possible, so I didn't want to come on whenever I wasn't feeling the best. But today I'm back and we are going to do a makeup look. Just something really easy and simple, but to make you look your best. Just get ready with me and enjoy. Sending all my positive vibes and love. I've already done my chest. I find whenever I'm doing my makeup, like on a night out or anything, my chest is always really important. I feel like your chest needs to tie in with your makeup, especially if you're wearing wee vest tops or low cut tops or anything that really shows off your chest. So I've actually just went in with the Makeup Atelier FL-V3 for tan skin. This is a liquid illuminator, and I just went in with a PC15 Peaches and Cream brush. It's sort of like a dome brush, and literally just pumped a few squirts on this all over my chest like that, just to give my chest a wee bit of coverage. This Makeup Atelier, it's sort of like a lightweight foundation as well as a liquid illuminator, which gives your chest a wee bit of cover. And then just to make it a little bit more glowy, I've went in with the Revolution Glow Spray. I've had this for ages. I don't even know if there's a shade on it. It's just the real gold bronzy coloured one. I actually seen that they had a load of new stuff out now, like a glow range as such, and I cannot wait to try the products because I love Revolution. So cheap, but still so unreal, if you know what I mean. And then to highlight my collarbone and my shoulders, as you can see, it literally, any light that it gets, it literally pops. Just the Doll Beauty duo one, so it comes as a duo, but I always use the bronzy colour to highlight whenever I have tan on, and then I would use the lighter colour over that, or else when I have no tan on I would use the lighter colour. My skin would be really dry, so I find using primers that are a wee bit gel or water based is really good for my skin. The Alaska Hydra Veil, putting that on your face, but as in a mask, to let it soak into your skin prior to putting on all your foundations and your concealers and things like that, because it will just sink into your skin, and when you're going to put on your primers and your foundations and all, then your skin will be completely moisturised and ready to take on all that makeup afterwards. So that's what I'm going to do here now. Just use a wee flat brush and pop this all over my face. My flat brush is from MAC. It's a I think it's a 190, but it's pure stained because of one of the looks that I done on Rachel. Just literally pop that on your face like a mask. So I'm just going to let that settle on my face, and then we're going to go in with the eyes now. So for my eye base, I'm going to use the wee Peel Aways in the shade number 2 and Peaches and Cream PC55 brushes. So it's sort of just a wee flat brush. It's tiny, to be honest, but I find this is great for getting right underneath the eyebrows. So just line right underneath the eyebrows and then pull that product down with some more Peel Aways base and just a wee fluffy brush. I think I actually got this off eBay. It's just a random wee fluffy brush. Just spreading the rest of that product throughout the eye. If you are concealing your eyes and stuff like that, just make sure that that product is all blended out around your eyebrows and the sides of your face and stuff like that, just so that it blends properly into the foundation whenever you get to that step. So now that we've got the consistency that we want for our eye base, I'm going to go in with the Secret Sinner palette and also the Be Perfect Stacey Marie Original palette. Going in with the Spell Spectrum A07 brush and the shade Addicted by the P. Secret Center palette. Just pack that purple shade right onto the lid. Just packing on as much colour as you want. Going in with the shade Wasted from the Stacey Marie palette. It's sort of just like a similar purple, just with the same brush. And then I'm going to go in with a Spectrum A13 brush in with the shade Liquor from the Be Perfect palette. Just pack that on top as well. This is like a darker purpley brown shade, so just to darken that up. Back in with your first brush, and just over the outer corners I'm going to tap whatever product is left. And then I'm going in with Peaches and Cream PC10 brush. It's also stained, but whatever will work with it. Just going in with that, just with no product on it, and blending out that purple shade a little bit. Just back and forward motions and circular motions. Now I'm going in with a P. Louise brush. I think it's 117. Too lost in my blend. It's just like a wee tiny blending brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Eye Down from the P. Louise palette, and I'm going to mix that in with Lit from the Be Perfect palette. The orange shade's literally like 50% on what you've just blended out and 50% above that. So just small back and forward motions just to get the intensity of these colours up. And as you can see, it blended into the purple, it's sort of going like a little bit pinkish. So just continuing to put more product in, and you'll build this up. Just anywhere you put that purple shade, just blend it out on top with this colour. Now you can back in with that wee blending brush that we had no product on. Just do that in between them two colours. I'm actually going to take the shade Chant from the Be Perfect palette. It's just like a lighter purple, and I'm just going to mix that between the purple and the orange shade. The reason why I go back in with each colour is just to make it more blended, because sometimes you can lose the colour on your way. And with just an even smaller blending brush, this is just another one I got off eBay. And I'm going to go in with the shade Shuffle from the Be Perfect palette. So this is like a mustardy orange colour. And I'm going to mix this with the shade Dreamy in the P. Louise palette. And just right above where we had that previous colour. Doing the same thing, just 50% on, 50% under. And now, just to disperse that outer colour, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Pro Store number 9 brush. This is just a really, really fluffy eye brush, colour Climax. And I'm going to mix in the colour Keen from the Stacey Marie palette also. So just the two yellows of these palettes. And then I'm just going to put this right on top of the previous colour. And just literally blending it out up into the brow. Don't be afraid to go too high up into the brow. Now that all looks pretty blended, I'm just going to go back in with each colour and each step, and then I'm going to do the other eye, and then I will pop back on camera. So after getting with that wee fluffy brush and just tidying up that whole inner corner, I've went in again with the P. Louise base and just put a wee bit on my inner corner just so I can use some inner highlight. So I'm now going with the same P. Louise brush I was using there, the 117 one, and I'm going to go into the Be Perfect palette just with that wee highlighter shade Sinner, and I'm also going to mix it with the shade Saint, the two highlighting shades, and just right in the inner corner. And then I'm just going to go in with just another, it's sort of like an angled fluffy brush. I think this is a Real Techniques one, I think. I don't know, I got it from the Comb Bargains or something. And just try and blend the front of that eyeshadow look, just like blend the highlight in towards the eyeshadow, if you get what I mean. Probably don't make sense half the time, hey, and when I watch the videos back I'm like, oh, cringe. So next I go in with the NYX, the liquid liner. So just a wee tip actually, so Q-tips, like cotton buds, whatever you want to call them, I always find that they are so handy to have in a makeup kit. Just for the likes of literally what I'm about to do right now is whenever like eyeliner goes into the inner corner, you don't want that. So literally just a wee Q-tip and that will get it right out. So now I'm going to go with the NYX Worth the Hype mascara and just coat my lashes. Now I'm going to go with the TL6 by Tatti Lashes. I always cut these to like the length of my eyes because I have quite small eyes, but you don't have to do that, it's up to you. I'm going in with the Duo Glue. The smell of this is rotten, but I swear by it for like your lashes won't move, they literally will not come off. If you cry, like no matter what, they won't come off with this Duo Glue. So while your glue on your lashes is getting a wee bit sticky, you can go in and prime the skin and just make sure all underneath the eyes are completely clean. You want to make sure you go in with, whenever you're going in with your foundations and your cream products and things like that, you want to make sure that your skin is completely like a blank canvas. So I always find like going in with like micellar water, just with wee cotton pads or anything, or even just like washing your face and using a cleanser before like the morning of like putting on makeup and things like that. Just like a good skincare, like it's so important to have like a good makeup application. I do not use like hundreds of skincare products. I literally use warm water and like a wee flannel and maybe sometimes a cleanser. The one that I would use would be like the L'Oreal, that wee like pink flower cleanser. It's like a milk sorta. I find that's really good and really nourishing for the skin. So yeah, just go in with any wee cleanser you have, just making sure that your skin is completely blank. The skin, I'm actually going to go in with two different primers. I've already used the Hydra Veil on my skin, and my skin is like quite moisturised so far, and it feels nice, but I've just used a makeup wipe on it because of the fallout. So I find just going back in with your primers just to make sure your products stick. I will go in with the Makeup Forever Step 1 primer. So this is a smoothing primer, sorry. So I would use this one like on like wee blemishes or like on my nose and things like that, just anywhere where you have like open pores or need that wee bit of extra coverage. And then I would go with the wee All Nighter primer. It says that it preps, smooths and perfects skin. Now that our lashes are on, I like to go in and do underneath the eyes and then do the rest of my skin. Back in again underneath the eyes with that P. Louise base. And I'm just going to go in with the same fluffy brush. Just making sure you get right underneath the lash line. So for underneath, I just like to go in with smaller brushes. So I'm going to go in with the Spectrum A13 brush, just with the darkest purple shade that we use. So the shade Liquor from the Be Perfect palette and the shade Love Shy from the Secret Center palette. And just use this right underneath that lash line, even if you can get it like on the lash line. And then get in with the Spectrum A12 brush. I'm just going to go in with the lighter purple colour, Selected from the P. Louise palette and Wasted from the Be Perfect palette, and just blend that in with that dark purple shade. And then I'm going to go with the Tatti Lashes 117 brush, just with the orange shades. And then going in with that just really small random brush that I got from Amazon or eBay with our yellow shade, and just blend that back underneath that orange shade. And just got in with that Makeup Pro Store number 9 brush that we used just at the top. Just go around the whole outer corner of the whole thing, so top and bottom, just to like blend it all together. Now that your skin's completely prepped and primed, I'm going to go in with these two foundations and just mix the both of them together just to give me this sort of similar colour to my tan. I've only applied this tan this morning, so it will get darker, so I don't mind if my foundation is a little bit darker than my chest, because it's going to develop as well. This is the NARS Longwear Radiant Foundation in the shade Tahoe, or Tahoe, I don't know how you say it, but it's quite a dark shade, as you can see. And then I'm going to go with the Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade F 8.5. Just going to mix these two together. So I'm going with the PC16 Peaches and Cream brush. This is like a dense powder brush, and I just go in and pat that just to build up the coverage. Like when you pat it, that's going to build up the coverage even more. If you swipe, you're swiping the product with you, so you're not getting as much coverage as like the foundation could maximise to. Just be careful when going underneath the eyes. We've already applied some concealer underneath there, so you don't need to go too close, especially when you've done your shadows underneath as well. Just packing on that product and pushing it right into the skin. Make sure to bring that colour, or that foundation, sorry, down the neck a wee bit, just to make sure that you have no harsh lines. I'm going to go in with the Pro Conceal from LA Girl. So this, oh god, what shade is it in? This is in the shade Beautiful Bronze. So I'm actually going to try and use this today as my cream contour. I always use the Revolution contour stick because I'm obsessed with it. I'm going with the Peaches and Cream PC15 brush. So I'm just going to dab that just quickly along my cheekbone. I'm just going to do that at both sides, just so that I can disperse the product a little bit. This chair. So just tapping that product on. And then I'm going to go in and blend out the contour. I'm going to go in and blend out the contour I've done on my cheeks, just by dabbing this into the skin. By dabbing your products in, you're getting more coverage, and this is what I prefer, just the full coverage look. So just dabbing that in, just so it melts right into the foundation that you've just applied. Right, so I've been on the hunt for a cream blusher because I love cream contour and I love like anything creamy that sits on the skin. So a cream blush I've literally been searching for probably for like the last couple of months, even before lockdown. For the purpose of today's video, I want to try a little trick to see if like cream blush even suits me, or like what way it goes on my skin and things like that. So I've seen a few people do this, not sure what way it'll turn out, but sure we'll try it. The basic Tatti Lashes base. So this is in the shade Winter Rose, and I have used this for a look over on my Instagram, like for a pinky purpley look, and it was gorgeous on the eye. It was my first time using it, so I like didn't know what way it would have blended out. Didn't know like would it go dry straight away or what, but it did blend out really nicely. So I feel like it could work as a cream blush. But you know what? Let's just swing it. I'm literally gonna take a wee tiny dollop and put it on the apples of my cheeks. I'm gonna do that on both sides, literally just that wee tiny bit. and just literally with my finger pat it on the apples of my cheeks. I look crazy right now. See if this doesn't blend. I'll cry. But I'm just going to tap it in there with my finger and like sort of tapping it upwards as well, like towards where my contour will be. And just doing the same on both sides. I think I'm gonna, like, it is lovely, but I think I'm gonna like blend it in just with that wee contour brush that we were using. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This is really, really light, so you literally only need the tiniest wee bit. I've already done underneath my eyes, so I don't think they need it highlighted anymore. I'm going in with a Spectrum B04 brush. It's just sort of like a wee angled fluffy brush. Just to blend that in, I'm going in with my foundation brush. Just pat it. I'm now going to go in and set my face with the Airspun powder. So this is just like a loose translucent powder. I'm using the PC15 brush from Peaches and Cream. I'm just going to dab into that. Because it's a small dome brush, I'm going to go right in underneath the eyes to make sure that that's set. Dabbing your powders on is the best way to keep your makeup on. So like around my nose and around my mouth is where my makeup will come off first. So I just tap the powder on just to make sure that it's fully blended into my skin. For the rest of your face, because my face is quite dry, I don't actually need like that much powder on it for it to look like the fucking Sahara Desert. So for the rest of your face, literally just blend it out. So during lockdown, I have watched so many makeup tutorials and followed so many girls on Instagram that are really good at makeup. I've learned a few tips and tricks along the way. So for example, whenever I come to this step now, so after I've set my face, I'll go straight in with my powder, so like my contour and my blusher and things like that. But something that I've actually learned is I used to contour my cheeks, so would have went in with like the deepest shade of contour I like wanted to use, and went in from like my ear right through to here, just like to deepen up the shadows of my cheeks. And then I would have went in then with more bronzier colour then after that. But I've seen, I can't remember who it was I seen doing this, they actually went in with their bronzer colour first, so that they're more orangey, like bronzy colours first, and then went in with their contour shade after, and it just looked more like seamless. So for today's video, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go in with the PC04 Peaches and Cream brush, and I'm going to go in with the Studio Fix MAC powder in the shade NW43. So this is just like a really matte orangey colour. I'm just going in with that big fluffy brush, just where you want to bronze up. And then I'm going to with the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade 04 Glow, and I'm just going to mix that with that wee MAC, so the two of them together, just to bring a wee bit of glow back to my skin. And now for my like darker contour colour that I'm going to put in just the shadows of my cheek, I go in with the Hoola Benefit bronzer, and just going back in with the PC15 brush from Peaches and Cream. Whenever I'm doing my own makeup, or even clients, like if you're doing like that one client, like you can keep using like the brushes that you've used for them for different things. Like if you're not going to use that brush again for the previous thing, then why not use it again? There's no point wasting like loads of brushes, if you know what I mean. So just getting that product right in the shadows of your cheek, and do the same on the other side. I feel like this just like blends in far better because you already have like that bronzy colour underneath. back in with our bronzer brush just to blend it all in. So now for a wee bit of blush, I'm going to go in with the Life's a Peach by L'Oreal and the wee Keiko blusher in the shade Smart. I'm just going to mix these two together, just using a wee random fluffy brush, mixing the two of them together. And just on the apples of the cheeks, and then pulling it up towards your contour if you want. I put a tiny wee bit just on the bridge of my nose. So now to highlight the face, I'm going in with the Peaches and Cream PC17 brush, just a really fluffy brush, but it's quite small. I'm just going in with the favourite highlighter. I always use that Doll Beauty one in with the bronzer colour first. And just literally on the highest parts of my cheeks. A little bit on your nose and on your cupid's bow. I always put a little bit above my brows as well if I just want to bring that glow back to my face. You can put a wee bit on your chin if you want to. So now we're going to go in and do the brows. I'm actually going to go off camera and do this because I'm going to try and do some hair strokes. Don't know if it'll go too well, but I'm going to try, and then I'll be back to do the lips. So I've just went in and done my eyebrows. I did not do the hair strokes very well, so I just went in with a wee Benefit Gimme brow gel and just brushed that through my brows. I can't be bothered how for my brows are a mess. They need waxed so bad, so just literally brushing them out of the way is how I'm dealing with them right now. And then I went in with a wee Inglot like a nudie cream eyeliner just on my waterline, just to open up my eyes a wee bit because my eyes are quite small and I have loads of dark shadow on them. I'm gonna go in and add some like not moisture but like just something back to my face because I have so many like powder products on it. I like to go back in with like a spray just to bring everything back to life a wee bit. And also this all-nighter setting spray, I find it just keeps your makeup on like for ages. I know some people don't believe in setting sprays, but I genuinely think like that this is like glue. So just spraying that all over my face. For lips, I'm gonna go in with the wee Keiko lip liner in the number 531, so it's just like a dark brown. And then I'm going in with the wee MAC, I think it's like a satin finish one in the shade Cherish. So it's sort of like Velvet Teddy, but it's like more of a satin finish. And then just to top the lip colour off, I'm going to go in with the Lime Crime Naked Cherry lip gloss. Just pop a wee bit of this above. So that's the finished look. It's just like a really easy like night out look that you can do after lockdown, or even practice it in your bedroom and then sure you'll ace it whenever you're going out after lockdown. I can feel the hair on my lip. That's attractive. I can feel it. So yeah, thank you so much. Oh, I can't pull. I was wrong. I hate when hair gets on your lap. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate any views, likes, comments, any subscriptions, anything at all. I really do appreciate it all, and I hope you're all keeping well during lockdown. I just want to say as well, whenever my channel gets to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a wee competition over on Facebook where you can win a lesson with me or a pair of Tatti Lashes, and then I think the last one might be like a free makeup application with me. So if you jump onto my business Facebook page, it's CM Makeup, and you'll be able to like and share the Facebook competition from there. It will be closing soon. So yeah, I'll leave you with that, and I can't wait to hear from you all after lockdown, and hope that one of you are a lucky winner. Thank you. Bye.